we have these trinomials, guys. Okay, let me focus in the topic. The topic is, guys, factoring perfect square. But before going into that, before diving deeper, I just want to, you know, get you ready to this. We have the first one. This is x squared plus 6x plus 9. Okay, let's see. Here is 1, guys. Oh, when it is 1, I get to use the big X method, right? Okay, I'm going to use the big X method, a times c and b. What is a times c, guys? 1 times 9. That is
9.
9. What is b? A, B, C, B.
6.
It's going to be 6. And now I need to factor 9 using two numbers that I can get 6. Okay, 9.
3 times 3.
3 times 3.
Times 3. Okay, 3 times 3 is going to work because 9 and 1 is not. Okay, 3 times 3, I get 9. Perfect. But now using these two numbers, how can I get 6? By adding both of them, positive 3 and positive 3. And positive 3 is positive 6. We did it. Okay, let's copy that. Okay, this is equals to, okay, I'm going to factor, represent this as a multiplication. And x squared, the first one, can be factored as x and x. Simple. Now I need to add this. Plus 3, okay, plus 3. And the other one, guys, plus 3. Okay, this is my answer. Okay, this is exactly and perfectly, completely, amazingly right. Okay, this is all right. But now, guys, we are mathematicians.
But you can simplify it.
Excellent, a good point. You get a point. Okay,
Alexander.
that. Okay, I have one here
Alexandra,
and I have one here. Hey, yeah, you were muted. Okay, okay, x plus 3. Okay, x plus 3. I copy the base. Since that, I got the.
And you copy too.
And
No. Shut up.
1 is going to be 2. Okay, I can simplify this, right? And this is the final answer. Okay, this, I repeat, this is, you know, a fancy way to do it. I can stop recording. What's going on? So, okay, we have this and we need to factor this out, okay? And let's see which method can I use, greatest common factor, big X method, or trial and error. Okay, this is
big X method.
the big X method is like, you know, a children version of factoring because it's really simple. AC, and here goes B. Okay, what is A times C? 1 times 25. That's going to be 25, right? And what is B, guys? What is the middle term? A,
10.
C, 10. Okay, 10. Yeah,
10.
10 here. Two numbers, guys, that I can get 25. 25 times 5.
5 times 5.
Okay, you know, that is not going to work. Okay, it's going to be 5 and 5. And what about the sign? Positive, negative?
Positive.
Positive.
Then all of them are positive, positive, positive. Okay, since the answer is going to be positive. Okay, we got it, guys. I'm going to recopy that here, equal. I'm going to put it here, two parentheses, and let's do it. X squared can be factored as x and x. And I'm going to copy this, plus 5, and the other one is plus 5. Okay, now, guys, that is the answer, and that is completely right. Okay, you got 10 out of 10. But here, guys, can I do something?
Yes, simplify.
Simplify, because plus 5 and x plus 5, guys. It is not a good way, guys, to thank you, Alexander. It is not a good way to represent a sign. It's like you have x and x. That is weird. You have to put x to the second power because you get to simplify. I have this repeated, okay? That's why I copied and I add exponents. 1 and 1 is 2. That is my final answer. X plus 5 squared. Have you noticed something, guys? Okay, again, you already know the answer. We can use the big X method since the quadratic term is 1, is equal to 1. Okay, let's use the big X method. H times C, B, A times C, A times 16 is 16. Okay, let's put it. B is the middle term that is negative 8. Be careful with the sign, guys. It's negative 8, okay? You need to include the sign. And how can you factor 16, guys? Numbers 8 times
4 times 4.
It's not gonna work. 4 times 4, okay, let's see. 4 times 4, yes, 4 times 4, you get 16. But the sign, guys, you need to get negative. If you have 4 and 4, how can you get negative 8?
-4.
-4, both of them, right? If you don't believe me, use your calculator and put -4 equals -8, right? -8. Take a look, -8, okay? It's -4 and -4. Okay, that's it. Okay, that's the answer. Okay, let's copy that. Okay, parentheses times parentheses. And let's see, x squared can be factored as x times x. Just need to add this. -4, okay, -4. And the other one is -4. And this is the answer. This is extremely right. Okay, perfect. X minus 4, x minus 4. I don't like to see it like that.
Simplify it.
Okay, I need to simplify it. Shh. Okay, x minus 4. Just kidding.
Square.
Just kidding. And 1 plus 1.
Otra que cae.
The best, x squared.
Over 2.
Okay, this is the second power. X minus 4 is squared. This is how do we factor this trinomial. Guys, if you remember, but when we were multiplying special products, do you remember the topic? We got the case that when we have the same, right? Do you remember that? When we have a plus b and a plus b, do you remember the formula? A squared plus 2ab plus b squared. That was a formula. If you don't remember, no problem. Okay, guys, this is equivalent. That's why you're missing. I kind of get to understand this. This is similar to something that I have done. Yes, you have already done it, but I mean in backwards. You got this, you got the multiplication, and you solve it. Now, guys, you have this. You're gonna have this, and you're going to get this. Okay, you're gonna get this, and after you're gonna get this. Or do we have to do it step by step? You can do it. It's gonna work. It's gonna be the same. But guys, if you identify when you have a perfect square, it's gonna be better because you're gonna put, this is the answer, this is the answer. Let me show you how to do it. Okay, let's try to solve this one. And x squared plus 12x plus 36. Okay, you can use the big X method, guys, and it's gonna work exactly as we were doing it, okay, with the first 4 samples. But guys, instead of doing that, I'm gonna teach you how to use the formula, how to identify. Okay, is this a perfect square? Can we use the formula with this example? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm gonna teach you how to do it. The first thing that you have to do, guys, is you're going to try to factor this number. How can you factor x squared by using the same perfect square? Using 2 equal pieces that you get x squared. I'm gonna help you. X times x squared. Okay, that's it. Now let's go to the third term. How can you factor 36, guys, using 2 equals numbers? 2 numbers that you multiply then and you get 36 using the same number. What is the number? You don't want to help me.
4 times 9.
Okay, we can use 4 times 9. Perfect. But 4 and 9 are different. In this case, you only need to look for the same number. What is the same number? 6 times 6 is 36. Okay, the same number. 6 times 6 is 36. Now, guys, okay, this is working. Okay, perhaps this is a perfect of a square. Now, the only thing that you need to check is the middle term. Okay, you're gonna say 2, you're gonna put parentheses times this and times this. Okay, you need to check if using these 2 numbers you can get the middle one. Okay, what is the first term, guys? This one, x. Okay, you're gonna copy that. Okay, you got x. Okay, this x goes here, and this 6 goes here. Okay, now, guys, is this 2 times the first, and the second one is the middle term? 2 times 6 times x is this, guys, or not? Multiply.
Yes.
2 times x, 2x. Times 6, 2 times 6. 12x. Okay, guys, this is the only thing that you need to check. Okay, everything work. Okay, now what you have to do is use the formula. What is the formula? You put parentheses to the second power, and you only put this, guys. X. Okay, x. Okay, x, the first one, the second one, that is 6, And which is the sign, guys? In this case, all of them are positive, right? The sign must be
Plus.
plus. That's it. This is the answer. Mister, someone is going to say, Mister, I'd rather to use the big X method. I'm going to do it better. Perhaps because you're familiar with the big X method. But now take a look that it's really simple to identify and use a formula. It's exactly the same. Okay, we have this, guys, and you can factor this using the big X method. Perfect. But guys, if this is a perfect square, it's going to be even simpler than that. Okay, what do you have to do, guys? Is this a perfect square? Just look the first term and look at the third term. How can you factor a square, guys, using the same quantity? A and A, right? A and A is a square. Perfect. How can you factor this number by using the same?
7.
7 and 7. Okay, 7. Okay, it's working. Now you only need to check the middle term. It's like the big X method. It's like the triangle and error that you need to check the big X method. The middle term, sorry. And how do you check the middle term? You only put 2 times the first and times the second one. If this is true, guys, it's done. Okay, what is the first, guys? The first term that you got is A. And what is the second one? Is the other one 7? Okay, 7. Okay, let's put 7. Okay, let's see if this is equals to this. 2 times 7, 7 times 2, 14. 14A. Is the same? Is the same, guys?
Yes.
It is. Okay, it's done. You only need to check that and now substitute in the formula. Okay, the formula is this to the second power. And you only need to copy this, guys. A, 7, okay, A, and 7. And since that all of them are positive,
Positive.
it's positive. When you have negative, well, it's going to be negative. Okay, that's it. And this is the answer for this. And my goal here, guys, is to identify if this quadratic trinomial is a perfect square or not. Okay, what I have to do, I'm going to check the first one. How can I factor m squared in 2 equal pieces, squares? N and m, right? What is the square root of 9, guys? The square root means a number that you multiply twice and you get 9. Square root of 9. Okay, I just heard 3 times 3. Excellent. The square root of 9 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, I need to check the middle term, guys. Okay, the middle term is 2. Okay, that 2 is awful. 2 times A times B. Okay, if this word, guys, is perfect square. Okay, what is the first? M. Okay, I substitute M. And what is the second one? M, B. This is B, 3. Okay. Can I get the middle term, guys? 2 times 3.
Yes.
6M. I get it, just that sign. What is the sign, guys? Yes, that's the only difference. That is negative. Okay, let's put the formula, parentheses, square. Okay, what is the first one? M. Okay, let's copy M, M. And the second one is 3. Okay, we only have 2 cases. It is positive. It is either positive or negative. In this case, guys, is
Negative.
Negative.
see, and this is my answer. Are you feeling now that is a little bit easier than using the big X method? Because you don't have to simplify. You only get the answer at once. It's like a machine. You only substitute and you get the answer. We have a special case. This was supposed to be the last one, but I don't know. I just skipped this. We have this 2w squared minus 4w plus 9. I need to identify if this is a perfect square or not. Okay, let's check it. Okay, the first w, guys, can be factored as w and w. 2, guys, how can I factor 2 using the same 2 numbers, the same 2 factors? 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 is 4. Can I or not?
No.
No, right? Okay, it is not. It is not a perfect square. Okay, it is not.
So it's prime.
It could be prime. We need to solve it by using a trial and error and see if it works, but we have already solved that. Okay, you're gonna say it's not a perfect square. We are just working with perfect squares. Take a look at this. This can be factored as 3 and 3, but this not, guys. Okay, it's not a perfect square. Never mind it. Okay, let's say, guys, I just want to point something out. Take a look here, guys. If you try to use the big X method, you can't because this is different than 1. The greatest common factor, 9, 30, and 25, they don't have common factor. And the trial and error, that's the only solution. But let me teach you that I can factor this out even simpler than using the trial and error, just by knowing this is a perfect square. I'm gonna check it out. Okay, let's check if this is a perfect square. How can I check it? Finding the square root of this. What is the square root of 9, guys? Two numbers, the same that you
3.
get 9. 3, thank you. It is 3 times 3, right? N squared, how can you factor n squared?
And
N. How can you factor 25 using the same numbers?
5 square.
Okay, 5 squared, that is 5. Okay, we only say 5 times 5, 25. Now, the only thing, guys, that you need to check is the middle term. Okay, 2 times the first times the second one. This is just a formula. Okay, you're going to substitute this here and this here. Okay, let's put it and let's see if we get it. 3n times 5. Okay, guys, let's check this. 2 times 3, the numbers, coefficient. 2 times 3, 6. 6 times 5,
30.
30.
and 30n. It worked. Okay, that's it. Let's use the formula. Okay, parentheses is squared. Okay, and we need to copy this. 3n and 5. Okay, 3n, and 5. Positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive, okay.
Positive.
That's it, okay, and this is my answer. Take a look. If you try to use the trial and error, guys, you have to take a look. 9 times 1, 5 times 20, 1 times 25, 5 times 5, 3 times 3, 1 times 3, and etc. A lot of possibilities, but knowing this formula, guys, piece of cake. Isn't it?